We are knitting up a flying geese block. Hi guys, I'm Kristen and welcome to Studio Knit. I want to share this really cool knitting pattern with you. It is called the Flying Geese Block. This is part of the Bernat Stitch Along that I'm hosting right now, and I hope you guys get involved in it. I have a link below. There is a Facebook page where we're all getting together and stitching along. This is week 1, so this is a great time to get started. Of course, you can do it at any point that you'd like, but right now, everybody is getting together and stitching this pattern together in week 1. So I hope you decide to join along. We are knitting up a flying geese block. This is such a cool pattern. It's very graphic, geometrical, and those of you who are quilt lovers, this is probably a familiar design, these triangles that are called flying geese, and it's a really fun pattern to knit up. So the link is going to take you to that written pattern. It's a PDF. You can print it, you can save it on your mobile device, and I also want to show you how my flying geese block knits up so you can completely understand that written pattern today. All right, you guys, let's knit it up. Our yarn colors are contrast B and C. I'm using the new shades of aubergine and dark teal, available exclusively at Joann. We'll have our circular needle, scissors, and a tapestry needle. And if you want to check your gauge, that 4x4 square is knit with 7 stitches and 15 rows. So we're starting at the bottom with color C. For me, that's dark teal. We're doing 2 rows, and then we are adding in contrast B. And we'll repeat this triangle shape one more time right on top of the first one. And from the chart, this is how that first triangle of mine is knitting up. So you'll actually want to make sure you have 2 balls of your contrast B color on either side of that triangle shape. Beginning with contrast C in my dark teal, we are going to create our beloved slip knot. From here, we are going to be casting on. I'm just using the long tail cast on method, and cast on a total of 37 stitches. And then you're ready to knit row 1 of the chart. And it's just the garter stitch, so it's knitting every single stitch. Oh, and we're knitting the piece totally flat and using a longer circular needle so that it will hold the entire length of this 21 by 21 inch square. This block uses intarsia, which is where we twist our 2 yarn colors on the wrong side of the work so that we don't have to carry those yarn floats all the way across that triangle. Here's how I like to do it. So on the right side of my work, when I'm twisting my yarn in the back, I like to catch that yarn. So I take the new yarn, which is my dark teal. I put that on top of the old yarn. And so then after I have changed that yarn color in the back, that old yarn color is twisted and it's caught right there on the wrong side, the back of our work. And then just keep on knitting. Now, how I like to twist on the wrong side is when I'm ready to change colors, I take that old color, I bring it to the front and over to the left side, and then the new color, since we're knitting the garter stitch, that's going to go into the back, and from there I am ready to knit. And that is twisting our yarn colors on the wrong side, the back, and here's how it looks. After the first 40 rows of the chart are completed, then repeat it by starting with your contrast C and knitting those first 2 rows. So we've knitted from the bottom up. We have rows 1 through 40, our first triangle, and then we repeated rows 1 through 40 for our second triangle, our flying geese. And now it's time to cast off. I'm going to do a stretchy cast off, and this is achieved by knitting 1 and then wrapping your yarn from the front around to the back clockwise and knitting one more time. So the first 2 stitches right here, we're going to take our left needle, pick both of those up and over that last stitch. And you just repeat this all the way down the row. So one more time, we are going to take our yarn and wrap it around clockwise from front to back, knitting 1 stitch, and then those first 2 stitches there, we pick them up and wrap them around that last stitch. Once you have that last stitch remaining, cut your yarn, thread your tapestry needle, and just thread it through that last little loop, and then you can weave in your ends here on your last stitch, as well as all of the other yarn ends that you have throughout your block. And that stretchy cast off allows this block to be attached to the rest of our blanket and have a really nice give to it. Here's the front of our work and the back. And now it's time for me to proudly show off my finished flying geese block. So I hope you are inspired to knit up your flying geese block, and of course please get involved in this stitch along. It's totally free. It is over on the Facebook page. It is the Bernat Stitch Along. I'll have the link for you right here. I would love to have you participating in it as well, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye.